My 16F dad 38M told me that he rapes my mother sometimes. What am I supposed to do? My dad got very drunk yesterday afternoon, he was slurring his words a lot and he couldn't walk straight. I was watching TV with him. Out of nowhere he suddenly tells me about how he rapes my mother when he wants to have sex and she isn't in the mood. He started describing graphic details in a really cold, quiet voice. I wanted to throw up and I couldn't bear it anymore, so I went to my room and just laid down to stare at the ceiling for like an hour. It was so shocking and disgusting, I had absolutely no idea that he was treating my mother badly. I've never seen him hit her once. Is it possible that he was making it up to freak me out? I don't know why he would do that, but I can't believe he would hurt my mother like that. What am I supposed to do in this situation? He doesn't remember telling me anything and I'm scared to confront him about it directly.
Why don't you have a one-on-one conversation with your mother? If you feel comfortable and safe enough to do so, then you should talk to her personally about what you heard. Honestly, this is quite a burden on you and pretty heavy stuff for you to have to carry around. Therapy would also be helpful if you're able to seek some out. Please don't confront your father about this though.
Try speaking to your mom. If she isn't willing to go to the police, they probably won't do anything.
Greater than I don't know why he would do that, but I can't believe he would hurt my mother like that. The question is more, why he is telling you this. The answer, he wants you to feel powerless, and if I were in your shoes, I'd be damn careful not to attract his attention, especially when he's drunk again. Confronting him directly will not help. Nearly nothing you can do will help. You can talk to your mother, plead with her to do something about it. But the most important step would be to find safety for yourself. This situation with having a rapist in your own home can quickly turn into your personal hell, especially if your mom decides not to do anything about it.
I am very concerned that he brought this up to you. It's impossible to speculate on his thought process, especially as he was drunk, but it is highly inappropriate and disturbing. As you say, he either wanted to upset you or test your reaction. I can't think of a good reason for either. I would gently bring this up to your mother and get her perspective. I would also be on your guard around your dad, especially when you are alone or he is drinking. Don't confront him directly. Keep your phone handy and practice starting the recording app in your pocket so if he does say anything like this again, you can capture it. If you feel unsafe in the moment, retreat somewhere else or where you can lock the door and call the police. If you feel at all worried about your or your mother's safety, consider speaking to a helpline or children's services department. They can give you specific advice for your area and help you plan a response that keeps you safe. Take care.
You know those rubber door steps you can use to prop a door open? They work to keep your bedroom door shut. If possible, get a lock for your bedroom door. Lock it before you go to bed. If that's not possible, get one of those rubber door steps. It is not infallible, but it's better than nothing. You were a child. You should never have had this burden placed on you. But this is the world we live in, and now you have to find a way to live with this knowledge. Depending on your location, you may be able to get help from a social service. You can try to ask your mother about this in private. You may not be able to enact any change at all, and can only protect yourself and get out of that house as soon as you can. Do not confront your dad about what he said. I don't see what good could come out of that. The only actions and reactions you can control are your own, and even those can be restricted by the actions of other people. I hate to tell you this, but a lot of women get raped by their partners. Some of them even think it's normal.
Be careful. You're 16, if he's willing to rape and then tell you, just be careful. I wouldn't be alone with him ever again.
This sounds like grooming, class or abuser. If you can leave, do it and take your mother. I'm sorry, even if he was making it up, just the fact that he told you is super scary. Start by talking with your mom alone. It sounds like your father is being creepy and scary in general. It would be best if you could talk with a counselor at school. Try and speak with you, Ebby 45, or look at the advice she gives others. This is too much for one person to deal with at any age, and you need support for both you and your mother.
Huge red flag. He's marking you as his next target. You need to get out. Give your mom a chance to leave with you, but if she refuses, you still need to go. You don't need your parents' permission to go to the police. Tell them exactly what he told you. He is not just trying to freak you out, he is trying to normalize the situation and demonstrate his dominance. Drunk or not, if he doesn't remember or not, it doesn't matter. Please take this seriously. If you don't go to the police, at least keep a weapon on you or under your pillow. Lock your bedroom at night, or get a door bar, the kind that braces under the handle. Don't be near him if he's drunk, ever.
So what you can to get out if that house ASAP. This sounds as though he might be grooming you for sexual abuse. There would be no reason for him to tell you this, and in such detail, unless he wanted to establish that he feels entitled to take sex whenever he wants. Please tell a responsible adult, a teacher, aunt, or the parents of a friend, or someone at your church, synagogue, mosque. Do whatever you can to protect yourself. After you have done that, then you can talk to your mother and see if she wants help. She is being abused and be concerned with her own safety.
You need to talk to your mom. There is no good way to proceed without her. You have 4 choices. 1. Confront your dad, who will probably deny everything. 2. Tell your mom what you were told. 3. Tell the police, but if your mom denies it, it doesn't help. 4. Do nothing and live with terrible knowledge. Personally, I would tell your mom, then see what she wants. Maybe she wants to call the police, maybe she just needs support, maybe this is her normal but she doesn't know what to do either.
The way he's telling you this and the way he said it makes me scared for you. It reminds me of my dad, and let's just say you need to protect yourself because one night your mom might not be enough for him. Talk to your mom. Drunk people don't always tell the truth, but often enough. I would be disturbed too. Wish you the best.
Don't confront your dad. Talk to your mom about it, and choose a time or place where your dad isn't there.
I see a lot of people advising her to talk to her mom, but how good is your relationship with your mom? I know, for example, if it was my mom, not only she would deny it but she'd make things worse somehow, try to blame me for it, and be upset with me. I know my mom would not be the one to take my side, so if I was the one in your situation, I would not go ask my mom. Now if your relationship with your mom is different, then it could help her get out of that relationship and get you both out of that situation. Either way, I'm taking his words as a warning that you are next, as other people have also pointed out. It was the first thing I thought when I read it.
OMG. OMG. I am reading this and screaming OMG you re next. This happened to a friend of mine. She went to her mom and her mom denied it. She came to me and I said that isn't right. It's like he got drunk to pre-warn you that he is coming for you, to see your reaction. Please 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 heed his drunken warning. Be safe. Try and talk to your mom. Just cause my friend's mom didn't believe her, it doesn't mean your mom won't believe you. If you do not know self-defense, sign up for classes now or YouTube videos on it. Lock your door always and stay away from him when he is drunk. And #X200B. Be safe.
You, Ebby45, please help. IDK how to link someone greater than less than.
I disagree with absolutely everyone saying to speak to your mom first. First, get out of the household. Find somewhere safe to stay. If you stay in the house, have some way to defend yourself. You hopefully won't need it, but it's honestly never bad to keep mace around as a young woman. Don't speak to your mom until you are on your way out the door. She may tell your dad, even if she says she won't, and you do not want to be around if she decides to do that. Your mom may be willing to talk to you, and if she does confirm anything he says, you need to demand she goes to the police. 50-50 the police do nothing, but starting a paper trail is advisable anyway. If she is not willing to do so, you still need to leave. Even if she won't leave. Even if your father has never abused your mother, you still need to leave. Absolutely, as soon as you can. Your safety is at risk here. Take care of yourself first, and then do what you can for your mom. Good luck.
Yeah, if this is true, you don't need relationship advice, you need a women's refuge and the police. You need to talk to your mom. If she doesn't do anything that isn't, let's get you out to safety, then you need to stay with a friend whose mom you trust or with a family member. I'm with everyone on here that I'm telling you this is him saying you are next. It's him bragging that he is getting away with it with your mom. He is admitting that he has control of the only other person who can protect you. If she can't, protect yourself. Record everything from now on with your dad. You need to start collecting evidence when the police get involved. I'm so sorry you are going through this. You are strong and you can do this. You will be okay and safe.
At that point I would just leave. It's quite possible he's telling you that in order to gauge your reaction to maybe attempt something on you.
Speaking from personal experience, families will often turn on the victim to protect the perpetrator. That may include your mother. Just remember to look after yourself first.
Call Child Protective Services. It will wake your parents. They won't be able to convict your dad without evidence, but it will be a wake-up call for your mom. I'm a retired teacher. I've called CPS for my students for similar situations before. It forces your parents to make a change or they'll drown. A change needs to happen if this is happening. Actions like that have real consequences.
Call the police, and/or get out of the house. He will probably attack you next. If you have no family that can keep you safe, call your local version of CPS and tell them what you told us. Your mother needs to get out too, but above all, your safety is most important. Hell, your mother could even be staying because he's threatened to hurt you instead. You need to remove yourself from the equation by any means necessary. He's clearly abusive and really fucked up. There are many well-meaning people giving you advice, but please reach out to a hotline that deals with this type of abuse to help you and your mom.
For the love of God, please keep a weapon with you from now on. You are not safe in your home as it stands, and you could be next in line for your sleazeball dad to attempt to rape. Don't feel bad about hurting him, full send it and make sure he stays the hell away from you. Get out ASAP.
It sounds to me like old dad is grooming this girl to be assaulted. Mom may have issues herself, and this might be a kink thing for them. It doesn't sound like a healthy environment to me. Tell your mother you know and start helping her pack a bag. It's okay to leave. She probably needs to hear that from someone. Be he warrior now, as I'm sure she's been for you all your life.
You should also consider the possibility that he's dealing with this thing in light of affirmative consent and he's feeling like anytime they have sex and she's only doing it to be nice, that he feels like he's raping her afterwards. I'm not saying this is the case, but it might be a possibility that you should keep in your mind.
When a man tells you he's a rapist, believe him. Rapists almost always tell on themselves. Not always that bluntly, but they do. Believe them. Contact victim organizations on what to do, also how to approach your mom. They might be of help. You're too young to be dealing with this and you're in immediate danger.
Talk to your mom. You both need some help, I think. I'm sure this isn't the only example of creepy behavior and it may just be normalized for you so you don't recognize it as disturbing. Is there any way you can go to therapy? I'm so sorry you have to deal with this.
It's child abuse to talk like that, and since I work in psych I'd have to report it. I don't know who you are so I can't do it, but I'm just saying. As others said, talk to your mom about it first. However, she will likely blow it off. Also, talk to you dad when he's sober about it with your mom there. He needs to get a hold of himself. I have had drinks countless times and have never said anything weird to anyone, nor have I ever done anything weird. That's because I don't have a lot of hidden anger and negative stuff. Your dad must have some kind of hate building up inside of him about something. There is no way you would think of your wife that way, then tell a teenage girl that about her mom, unless he's got some kind of weird anger. He also needs his alcohol thrown in the trash. Not sure if by you, but it needs to go. If things get weird, call DHS, Department of Human Services, and report it.
Oh yeah, this happens a lot. The most common cause of spousal rape is due to the rapist's brain pushing up against their skull. If you want to help him, take a baseball bat and carefully apply it to his forehead at a high speed. Sometimes it takes a few repetitions to fix him, so be patient. That's what some of these people are like in the world. Monsters in so many words.
I think you should be very scared for your own safety as well. Get out and find help. There is a chance you might be next to be raped by him.
Do not confront your father. Go to a police station, talk to a female detective, and explain all of this. Tell them everything, tell them all of this. Tell them he may be warning you that you're next, or that you have suspicions of being a victim. Best of luck, and lots of love from Reddit Heart.
I am a 37-year-old dad who probably should cut back on alcohol a bit. My daughter is a lot younger, just 4. I can't understand how any father could say something that crude to his daughter. That's really bizarre, and you 100% have to tell your mother exactly what he said. Don't spare her any details and don't over-exaggerate anything. She knows what he is like and she knows if it's true. I'd hope my own kids would tell someone if a situation like that were ever to happen. Go to mom first, but if you don't feel safe, go to your school's guidance counselor.
I am sorry. You need to speak to an adult you can trust. It is possible he is letting you know you are next.
My ex used to rape me too. Your mom may not appreciate you going to the authorities at first, maybe never, but it is the right thing to do to keep you and your family safe. This situation will not resolve itself without outside intervention and will only get worse. Tell a school counselor, call a domestic violence hotline, call the police, but please don't do nothing.
Call the police. CPS. We have protective services for this type of thing. This isn't a movie where the plot relies on some prolonged and contrived shitfest to be interesting. Skip to the end of the movie and just make the phone call.
Talk to her. She is staying out of fear of the unknown, and love and support will get her out of the situation.
You, Ebby 45.
Talk to your mother when you are alone. See how she responds. You need to think about why he told you. You need to consider your own safety. That could be his way of saying you're next. Please have a convo with you mom and get somewhere safe. If he ever touches you inappropriately, call the police ASAP.
OMG, contact someone immediately. I know it's a pandemic and summer, but do you have a way to contact social workers or someone through school? Call your doctor, they are mandated reporters and they know what services are available. Can you leave the house and sleep elsewhere? You and your mom need to get him out of your life stat. Something makes me think your mom is so beaten down that she doesn't understand how wrong this is. Sadly, if he attacks you, she might not even believe you if she's in that frame of mind. Please, please, please get help and tell as many people as you need to. Don't give up if someone doesn't think it's a big deal or doesn't believe you. Don't confront him, it won't help at all.
Even if he's not doing what he claimed to do, it's still 100% fucked up. For him to be that drunk around his kid and exposing her to that.
Damn. These stories are what everlasting nightmares are made of. I'm so sorry you've experienced this. It will never leave your mind, unfortunately. You will probably need therapy. IDK if confronting your mother will help or only add more subjects to this extremely uncomfortable conversation.